If he were caught by a teacher or an administrator who did not know him, he would be done. He could never explain himself, nor could he ever take off the medallion. He knew the cost of doing so. At the end of each period, when the kids were changing classes, Ezekiel walked the halls trying to figure out where the medallion was located. This curse is throwing me off. The curse was preventing him from feeling the exact location of the medallion. He knew that it was only a matter of moments before the curse was going to disappear, but he was angry and refused to wait any longer. It was lunchtime, and just as a group of kids were about to run to the playground, Ezekiel beat them all to it. Standing outside in the courtyard alone, Ezekiel finally could tell where the medallion was. It was directly below his feet. Just as Ezekiel started to move, a few kids began to play football next to him. Suddenly, one of them got too close to Ezekiel and passed out. Ezekiel did not understand how that happened, but before he could react, everyone in the courtyard stared at him in the hall. Screams could be heard everywhere in the courtyard, and as everyone rushed out of the area, Ezekiel was spotted and a number of teachers rushed toward him. Ezekiel was not going to be stopped and stood his ground, knowing that if anyone got close to him, they would pass out. Sure enough, the two teachers who came to confront him passed out in front of him. Chaos consumed the school as students looking onto the courtyard scene ran in panic out of the school. A fire alarm could be heard, and before anyone knew where the mysterious boy in the courtyard was, he fled into the mob of students and out of the school. That's all that we have been able to gather at this time, Detective. Thank you, Gino. I will look around and see if he may still be hiding here since no one recalls seeing him leave. As the conversation with Gino Wells, Principal John Daniels concluded, Detective Alexander Covington was on the hunt to find out who this mysterious boy was who had nearly lost the lives of 3 people. Luckily, all 3 had survived the unusual episode. The school was empty. By order of the detective, no one was allowed to enter until he finished his sweep. The night sky was coming and the wind was howling. Hearing sporadic rattling in the school and other unusual sounds, the detective came to believe that there was much more to this event today than anyone could truly understand. As the detective approached the end of the hallway, he noticed a woman entering the basement. "Stop!" yelled the detective. Stopping downstairs, the woman was confronted by the detective. "Who are you and how did you get in here?" demanded the detective. "My name is Lauren. I was one of the designers for this school." Just as the detective was to question further, more sporadic rattling engulfed the hallway. "My name is Detective Alexander Covington. I'm here looking for a young boy who is believed to have caused this disaster today. Have you seen him?" "I know of whom you speak, Detective. Come with me. We don't have much time." Lauren and the detective walked together down to the basement of the school. She said, "There is part of a golden contained incredible power if ever combined with its other half. I'm one of his descendants. He wrote a letter explaining what happened, and it has been passed down through our family. He buried the medallion here and warned his family that one day Ezekiel would come looking for him. Covington said, "This is all moving too fast. Why was it cursed? How do you know about this woman?" Laurie replied, "Xavier's brother Ezekiel killed our father for this half of the medallion. I was the only one who knew what was buried beneath this school. I was the one who hid it from the school blueprints so that no one would know about it. My daughter is a student here and told me what happened. I know that this is what Xavier had feared." Approaching a wall in the basement, the detective watched in amazement